Namaste, Namaskar, good morning and good evening, my dear friends. A warm welcome to one and all of you to this motivational series where we are dealing through very important subjects that are needed to live our lives in peace, in prosperity, in good health, and also in good wealth. In life, what is the most important objective is you and I need to learn to overcome our problems. And only overcomers, you will see them being very consistent in their life and they are also very successful. Behind every success you will see that overcoming skill, right? Because the only similarity among all the mankind, if you see, we all have problems. Only thing, the degree of problems are different from one another. The types of problems, the categories of problems are going to be different, but in general we all go through problems, we all go through various circumstances. So that's the beauty of these sessions, that we are bringing in various aspects of life, and we are building the mankind, we are building the community. Therefore, you and I could be prepared. You and I could be stronger to face the uphill task. All right. Today, yet another day, yet another session, yet another wonderful chance to review yet another topic. All right. Now, what is the title of this topic? Many people have this common complaint. Maybe you have not disclosed this to others, but you have it within you, within yourself. What is that? Why are not people agreeing with me? Correct? In a corporate world, probably you are a student in a kind of a schooling situation, or you are a college going student, or maybe you are a young professional, or you are a elder person in the family, or you are a senior professional. Various categories of people put together, they have one thing in common: not always people agree with me. What is the reason? And you know what, this leads to lot of dissatisfaction. Sometimes you get very frustrated when people don't count your experience. Good example is, for example, you are a very elder person or you are a very senior person in IT industry. Now you are going around and you are passing advices, you are going to pass tips and directions to your subordinates or probably some juniors who have joined, but they don't welcome. They say, yes sir, we will do it, and but they don't do it. Now you see them continuing in the same routine way, you will feel very hurt the next time you meet them or whatever. Now, why that is happening? Why are people being ignorant? And especially in the last one decade, last 10 years, this has become more often, that people don't receive advices that quickly or that easily. Perhaps they learn it all by themselves. There is nothing wrong with you, there is nothing wrong with them. Correct? The old school people, for a good example is me, 1980s, we didn't have something called as internet. We didn't have something called as the social media. In fact, we used to have that old black and white television. We used to have some program on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and that too, what, in that entire compound only one person may have a television, or sometimes in our entire street we have only one television set. Indira Gandhi ji, the ex-Prime Minister of India, when she was shot, I remember going all the way to the next colony to watch that live telecast of her funeral and stuff like that, right? So she was a very famous icon. So that was the situation during our days. Now what happened is, in the millennium, things started changing. E-commerce world came and stuff like that, and we were able to order things online, and yet the delivery was not promising and all that. After 2010, it's all about e-commerce. Especially during COVID, e-commerce took its peak and all that. Now what happens is, the media, for example the internet and all the tools which are encompassed within it, is self sufficient. It's self proficient or self provisioning. You don't need to look at any human being. Everything is uploaded, everything is available in the internet. One click of a button, you will get every single thing. Except that you will not be able to, you can even adopt new parents and you can adopt new baby, there is also a procedure. But then you cannot choose your womb where you want to be born and all that. Except those kind of things, you can definitely buy everything, you can sell anything, you can actually get enough knowledge. Now this is one of the primary reasons why people don't agree with you. Why? The moment you share an advice, the moment you share your practical experience, the immediate thing that rings in their mind is, let this guy get out of my sight, and immediately I will go to Mr. Google and I will check what he's saying is true or not. In fact, our people don't even receive enough advices from doctor's office. And I have found, if I visited some 5 or 6 doctor's office, everywhere they are putting in some stuff these days. This is the new um, trend, I think. Yeah, do not insult the doctor by visiting Google doctor, right? Because our profession is different. It's not, your Google doctor has not studied everything that we have studied, something like that, which is true. But how many of us agree? The doctor's prescription, I myself have been verifying, whether the prescription suits my body, what are the pros and cons. In olden days, we don't even know what tablet it is. Sometimes we receive the tablet from the doctor's office without even anything. Like that, they have a white pill, they have a blue pill, they have a yellow pill. Open your mouth, there itself we will swallow the pill and come home. That's it. Injection, whatever injection he puts it on my back or shoulders, I don't care. I just take the injection and come home. That's the kind of world we were living in. So what happens is, there are pros and cons. Sometimes, not always Google doctor is right. At times, not always the doctor is right. It's a mix of both. Not saying you should stay away from the social media, not saying that you should not extract knowledge from your Google and all that, but then ignoring people's advice always is not right. Right? Because there are certain people who are working very closely with you. For example, your immediate manager, or your own peer at office, or your own parents, sometimes your own children. They share so many experiences which you and I haven't gone through during our school days, and it's very important to learn from them, and get adopted to that, because that's the modern trend, that's a new generation, that's a new era. Therefore, socializing, with people through internet and social media is one aspect, but socializing with people, whomever is definitely an important aspect. And people who are in this counseling and consulting and consultancies and stuff like that, you don't have to feel deprived or going low in your spirit. Probably you can use the same social media to share your advices, right? For example, what we are doing here, I cannot walk around and build a community. Come, I have something to share with you. Come, I have some advices to tell you. We have never given any advices. It's all about experiences. It's all about the knowledge what we have extracted from the modern era, right? What we have, what I witness, what I testify is what I want to definitely deliver. See, it's so easy. It's a click of a button. I'm able to record my sessions right from my home, right from my bedroom, and sometimes in my living room, and I'm able to post it, and there are many people who watch it, right? It's so easy, it's so comfortable. That's why people prefer more going towards the social media and very less of human interaction. But there are people who hate social media. They definitely want live interaction. Good example is in my office, right? There are many people who really want to talk to me. And talking also we do it through Zooms and Teams and something like that. There also you need internet, help from internet, and sometimes at office we meet and stuff like that. But the percentage is reduced drastically, which was, for example, it was 10 out of 10 in the early 2000s or millennium. Now it is only hardly one or two that want to really spend time with people. Correct? So nothing is wrong with you. Do not worry. If people do not agree with you, there is no offense. There is no offense. You need not be offensive, right? You need not be feeling so low. Oh, did I speak something stupid that nobody listened? No, they have so many choices. And that's the only reason that probably what you have shared as an advice doesn't reach out so intensively. So why am I saying this is because recently I met a friend who was almost in the weeping mode, that she joined a new company and nobody is paying attention, nobody listens to her, and I'm quitting and this and that. The reason is because it takes some time for you to influence people, right? After they have understood like who the real you are, definitely you don't need any marketing, right? Generally they will come to you. I'm a long timer in the place I work, therefore most of the people, they know who I am, and therefore they come to me when I share some advice. They have that respect. But same thing if I were to do to my neighbor's kid, I don't think the fellow will listen, because he doesn't even know about my profession, my strengths, my weaknesses, whatever, right? And he will say, uncle, I know, I will Google it and I will find out and all that. I need not be offended. Fine, he has so many choices. Let the kid learn all by himself. This is how you can march forward. Do not be offensive when people don't listen to you, when people don't agree with you. People need not agree with you. This is the way how you need to position your approach. I'm going to host a session where there are going to be 20 attendees. You need to have the lower expectation, that is, not even one of them are going to agree, right? Even if one person agree, then you will be happy. So you're lowering your standards, you're lowering your scale. So even if anything is greater than zero, then you are still motivated and cheerful. What to do? That's the kind of world we are living in. All right. So the same thing can happen within your team, within the college environment, school environment. You need not end up in fights. See, I told you and all that, right? They need not agree with you. If they don't like, fine. If they don't agree with you, fine. You need not agree with them. You be yourself and let them be themselves. Okay. God bless you. Take good care of yourself. And yeah, once again, a happy new year. Yeah, these are some of the sessions which we are recording in the new year. And share with your friends and give them the channel details. And if you are not a subscriber, subscribe. The reason is you will get automatic notification and you will not miss on such important videos. Take care and see you again. Namaste.